A resolution declaring the results of the general municipal election held in the city of Floresville on November the 4th, 2014. Whereas the City Council of the city of Floresville, Texas, has heretofore called for a general election to be held in said city on November the 4th, 2014, to elect 2 city council members and 1 mayor hereinafter stated. And whereas said city council has investigated all matters pertaining to said election, including the ordering, giving notice, appointing of officers, holding and making returns of said election, and the election officers who held said election have duly made the returns of the result thereof, and said returns have been duly delivered to the said city council. And whereas there came to be considered the returns of an election held on the 4th day of November 2014 for the purpose of election, the hereinafter named officials, and it appearing from said returns duly and legally made that there were cast at said election 1,136 valid and legal votes, that each of the candidates in said election received the following. For Mayor, Diana Garza, early voting 506, election day 253 for a total of 759. Thomas Robles, early vote 202, election day 140 for a total of 342. Council, place number 1, Daniel M. Tejada, early voting 351, election day 142 for a total of 493. Harry Grove, early voting 266, election day 152 for a total of 418. Frank S. Ramirez, early voting 113, election day 105 for a total of 218. Council place number 2, Juan Ortiz, early voting 513, election day 287 for a total of 800. Whereas that said election was duly called, that said notice of election was given in accordance with the law, and the election was held in accordance with law, and that A, Diana Garza was duly elected mayor, and that B, that in accordance with the City of Floresville Charter, Section 503, in the event that no candidate receives a majority of all votes cast for any one place at such election, the council shall, upon completion of the official canvass of the vote ballots, issue a call for a runoff election to be held in accordance with the provisions of the Texas Election Code. At such runoff election, the 2 candidates receiving the highest number of votes for any one place in the first election shall again be voted for. And C, Juan Ortiz was duly elected council member place number 2. And whereas said above named parties are hereby declared duly elected to said respective offices, subject to the taking of their oaths as provided by the laws of the state of Texas, and now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Floresville, Texas, that Section 1, the City Council finds that said election was in all respects legally held in accordance with the laws of the state of Texas and the charter and ordinances of the City of Floresville. Section 2, the City Council officially finds, determines, and declares the results of said election to be the following persons were duly elected as mayor, Diana Garza, and council place number 2, Juan Ortiz. Section 3, it is hereby officially found and determined that the meeting at which this resolution was passed was open to the public as required by law. Passed and approved the 13th day of November, 2014.
Well, actually, it hasn't been passed.
Well, it hasn't passed. A minute ago. Okay. Now I need to take a vote.
Do you want to open up for citizen comment?
Do we have any citizens' comments on what has been read?
My name is Frank S. Ramirez, and I'm part of the citizen input here. How come you couldn't break up the mail-in ballots with break that up into where the early voting, the early voting? How come you couldn't separate those two?
Because we don't open the mail-ins until election day.
Say again?
We don't open the mail-in ballots until election day.
But then you would know how much there were the mail-in ballots, the votes on the mail-in, wouldn't you? If you open up that day?
We don't open the mail-in. If you were at home and you mailed in a ballot, those don't get opened until election day. And they're counted in the early voting.
But during the mail form, I mean, how come you cannot tell? Yeah.
It could be told, but it's not something that's legally required to be separated out on there.
Oh, it's not legal, okay. That's all. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution declaring the results of the general election held in the city of Floresville, Texas on November 4th, 2014.
Okay, I have a motion, may I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Guerrero, second by Councilman Rodriguez, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, now can I have a motion, consideration and action to order a runoff election for the city council place number 1. Monica, do you want to explain what the dates would be?
Due to the short time frame we have, you know, you have to wait till the 18th in order to ask both parties, give them the 5 days to back out if they don't want to run. So I have till the 18th. And then after the 18th, then we have to post notice for ballot drawing, which is for the open meeting, so you have to do the hours that you need to have and everything like that. So that's not going to we're not going to be able to start our early voting till the 3rd of December, and our election day will be on the 20th, a Saturday. Because I still have to do the 10 days of early voting. If you'll see in your packets, you have a calendar, kind of like the one we gave you for November, that has everything, all the dates that need to be posted. And I did speak with our the voting, where we get our ballots, and we can get the ballots by the 3rd. I won't be able to get them any sooner than that. I won't get ballots sooner than that.
Okay, do we have any citizens' comments before we vote?
Will there be signage for early?
We have it on the yes, ma'am. Monica, please take note of that.
I'm sorry?
Signage for early voting.
Yes, you can get some signs out. I'll have to have them made.
Okay. Okay, there's no other citizens' comments. With that, may I have a motion?
I make a motion to order a runoff election for City Council Place 1.
May I have a second?
Councilman Newton, as part of that motion, can you include the date that Monica proposed, just so it's in the official?
Okay.
The 20th.
Just 20.
Right, the election day.
So nothing about the early election or early voting?
No, because that's all by
Okay.
statute.
I make a motion to order a runoff election for City Council Place 1 on election day, December 20th, 2014.
I second.
I have a motion by Councilman Nichols, second by Councilman Guerrero. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, now with that, we're gonna, we have an election.
It's only if the person is sworn in, or if it's constituted, even though it's going to be.
Okay, with that, we're gonna go on to, let me see, swear in. Mike? Okay.
And then Councilman Maronis is officially on.
Okay, and I'll be first.
Everybody's welcome to stay for a cake and brisket and rice and beans.
Are we gonna be voting here, the voting, gonna be take place here?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Either be seated or leave the chamber. We are now going to have a swearing in.
After this, be quiet, please.
I, Dan Garza,
I, Diane Garza,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I have not directly or indirectly paid I, Dan Garza, do solemnly swear
I, Diana Garza, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of mayor
of the office of mayor
of the state of
of the
Texas,
state of Texas.
and will do this to my best of my ability,
Will do this to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect,
preserve, protect,
defend
defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the state of Texas,
and laws of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
preserve the oath.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay? Let's go. I, Diane Garza,
I, Diane Garza,
do swear
do swear
that I have not directly
that I have not directly
or
or
indirectly
indirectly
paid,
paid,
offered,
offered,
promised to pay,
promised to pay,
contribute,
contribute,
or promised
or promised
to contribute
to contribute
any money
any money
or thing of value,
or thing of value,
or promise
or promise
any public office
any public office
or employment
or employment
for the giving
for the giving
or withholding
or withholding
of a vote
of a vote
of the election
of the election
at which I was
which I
elected,
was elected,
or as a reward
or as a reward
to secure my appointment
to secure my appointment
or confirmation,
or confirmation,
whichever the case
the case
may be.
may be.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The mayor's going to swear
Raise your right hand. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I, Juan Ortiz, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Councilman Place 2 of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state, so help me God. Congratulations.
Was it sworn, the mayor?
Yeah, the one I wore in the gallery, I bought that one in Nashville. This one, my daughter gave me. 8 or 9 years ago. In fact, it's supposed to be that color. I've got one at home, similar to it, but it's actually green. Brown. I have no idea.
Meeting adjourned at 10:06.
We'd like to invite everyone, we have some cake and punch and coffee in the conference room. Y'all are more than welcome to join us.